This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Actually, we're in Berwyn still.
Yeah, it's still Berwyn.
Still Berwyn. But you know what? It's a beautiful day. It was supposed to rain. I don't know if it's going to continue to rain here.
Stop. Don't
jinx it?
Yeah, don't jinx it.
All right.
Why are we talking about rain?
It is a beautiful day out here in the Chicagoland area. And we're going to do our pregame show. And it's myself, Big Z, and we got Ivan from The Tape Never Lies here. And we're excited for this Bears-Ravens game where we're going to be, I think, in a little bit more of an advantage when it comes to what's going on the field. Lamar Jackson is out. Roquan is in. On our side, Cairo is back. Whoa. I don't know how we feel about that one because we had a kicker step in and come out big. But definitely we are at 3250 Grove Street. I always want to say Avenue. But Grove Street in Berwyn. It's a late arriving crowd. People are waking up from their hangovers. And you know what? I'm ready to talk some football, and let's talk about the injury report that is been published already.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we got Austin Booker's out. Roshan Johnson is out. Look at that. Cole Kmet out. Amen Abaminga. I was close. Abamaminga is out, and so is Tyreek Stevenson. So we have a cornerback out, a linebacker out, a tight end out, running back out, and defensive end. So we're looking at an uphill battle when it comes to the defensive side. Mm-hmm. I think on offense will be okay because their secondary is not that great. So we're looking at again, I really think this is a very winnable game. Another, and I don't want to say trap game, but if they don't overlook of what they can do, pressuring the quarterback, being able to implement their strategy as far as on offense, it should be better than last week because Caleb was missing some passes. Guys were dropping passes, but the run game bailed them out. The defense bailed them out. We don't expect 6 takeaways again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, we don't expect 6 takeaways, but you need to generate some here today. And I think you can with Tyler Huntley at quarterback. But again, it starts with the running game on offense. It starts with stopping Derrick Henry on defense. That's going to be, in my eyes, we were talking about it earlier. I think it's going to be heavy run for them, working off play action, short passes. You know, Tyler Huntley getting out of the pocket, escaping, maybe getting some yards on the run, and then taking shots when they can with a injured secondary, especially at corner. Luckily for us, we still have our 2 safeties. Kevin Byard's been playing fantastic. Jaquan Brisker looks like he's back to form. So we have, back end help, but as far as the corners are concerned, Tyreek Stevenson being out is huge. Kyler Gordon being out is huge. We've just been getting destroyed with the injury bug in the secondary. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And again, it's going to be a Al Harris test to see who he's got prepared here today in, light of all these injuries. Whoever's filling in, the next man up, I'm sure Al has coached you up enough to be in the proper position, but that's the key to the game. Don't give Tyler Huntley an escape. Don't let this team escape, especially if you're up early in the game. Put the pedal to the metal. Do not allow a touchdown scoring potential drive to end up with 3, right? Finish the drives, put away a team that needs to be put away early.
Yeah, and again, we're talking about Tyreek Stevenson being out, and the reason it's a huge thing is because he can cover so much ground. He can set up on one side at the beginning of the play and then be able to be involved in the play, whether it's punching the ball or knocking the ball on the opposite side. It kind of gives me that Brian Urlacher feel where he can be all over the field and be, 10 guys, just, be able to guard 10 guys. So, again, like I reiterate what you're saying. You got to be able to stop the run. They're going to be run heavy with Derrick Henry, and they are going to try to take their shots over the top because our secondary is hurt. If you don't allow that over-the-top pass like they did in the Saints game, they did in prior games where they play that soft cover 2, and then get
it's late in the quarter or late,
right before halftime,
last week, right before halftime. Mm-hmm. There's just times where it's like, hey, maybe we don't need to be. Maybe we should fake a blitz instead of sending our safety. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should, just slight adjustments. But again, if you allow a team like this to get opportunities continuously throughout the game, and all of a sudden they start hitting on some of these shots, you're gonna be in trouble. Teams like this will find a way to beat you if you make mistakes and you don't capitalize on theirs.
How big is it for them not to have their 2-time MVP and Lamar Jackson at the helm?
I mean, it's giant, right? Like it's huge. We went from real big underdogs early in the week because everybody's thinking that Lamar's going to be playing to
2 points, I think.
2 points, yeah. And even then, I still think Bears as an underdog. Maybe it's because they're on the road or whatever. But again, without Lamar Jackson, this Ravens team isn't necessarily the Ravens that we are.
They're 1-5. They're 1-5.
You lose an MVP player, like it's
a playmaker,
it's
right? It's huge playmaker. And so expect, like we said, we're heavy on the run game. We're going to see Mark Andrews, their tight end, get involved a lot because there's going to be short passes. They want to establish a run, so it's going to be short passes, a lot of play action. And again, for us to do it, and then they bench Cooper Rush.
Right.
So their quarterback.
Yeah. So I think I think they want more mobility and try to imitate a Lamar Jackson style of offense that they're accustomed to running. So again, you got to be prepared for Tyler Huntley taking off with the ball. Again, I see it as a run heavy day for the Ravens. They're going to try to establish that early, especially with the Bears still giving up a nice chunk of yardage per rush.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think the Ravens game plan will be coming in, especially you don't have your starting quarterback, you got a backup quarterback. You're going to be working him in, not trying to risk, take too many risks early, but when you have those opportunities, they will go ahead and try to seize those. So again, if this team makes mistakes, if they give up, the ball like they did last week, you got to score touchdowns. It can't be 3 points. You can't end up with 6 off of 3 turnovers. You know what I'm saying?
Love that time just to fry up some Raven wings. Oh, yeah. So Harbaugh is going to get reviewed by the NFL for his placement of Lamar Jackson and putting him on Friday as a participant in practice, even though he ran the practice squad, knowing that he was not going to play. Mm-hmm. But you can't do that. You can't be doing, you can't, because they were saying he was limited, and then he played. He was full participant on Friday, knowing he's not going to play, kind of screwing over the Bears because they were preparing for Lamar Jackson, not for their backup.
I mean, it's
gamemanship.
That's gamemanship,
right?
That's trying to get the team guessing, right?
Out of the Bill Belichick playbook.
Yeah, and if it was recent years and past years, I would be like, okay, that might affect a Chicago Bears team or coaching staff for that matter. But with Ben Johnson, I don't know if that is going to be. I'm sure he's prepared. He was prepared for Lamar. He's prepared for Cooper Rush. Tyler. I'm sure this team is prepared for whoever the Ravens put out at quarterback. But again, that's just some gamemanship. You know what I mean? Like, just you got to keep the other team on their toes somehow.
So we're down to 1 running back, right? So do you think that Swift can carry the load like he did last week?
Monaguy's out?
No, Monaguy's out. I mean, but they barely use. I mean, he's beginning.
No, he's going to get more. He's going to get more. That I think they're done with the limited approach to
of the easing him in, right?
Yeah, because again, I think it was this pass pro, right? Blocking that was probably an issue. So whatever he cleaned up, and they're giving him more opportunities. So I expect Monaguy to have a nice game as well. I expect the Bears to do exactly what the Ravens are going to do, right? I think both teams have that same type of game plan and will succeed with it, is run the football, work off that play action, and seize your opportunities when you can. The Ravens don't have a great secondary, so the Bears working off the run like they did last week, like they've been doing since the bye, that's going to be the key. That's your identity. Run first, work off the run.
Looking at other issues with the Bears, we have the snap issue that we had last week. Drew Dahlman getting paid a lot of money, got brought in here to solidify the center position, and struggling with his, his exchange. Yeah, his exchange. Whether their snaps are to the left, to the right, super high, super low. Holding on to the ball a little too long and throwing everybody off sides. Do we see that cleaned up this week?
I would hope so. Again, it's all about getting the offense comfortable, right? Just getting Caleb comfortable. Once Caleb's comfortable, everything else will just ease itself in, right? Defensively, you need to get to the pass rush. You need to contain Tyler Huntley, hit him a couple times, and limit the amount of times he breaks the pocket. Because once he breaks the pocket, like I said, he has the ability to take off on you and get you with chunks, especially on 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts. If they're in that situation, he can go ahead and hurt you that way. And he has a decent arm. He could pass the ball. He's not a prolific passer, but he's not a slouch either. So he's a threat. He's not Lamar Jackson, but he's a threat if you allow him to be.
Sweat has been showing up lately on the stat sheet. He's been more involved as much as, he's not getting sacks, but you're seeing the defense get to the quarterback a little bit more week after week. Our linebackers are all healthy for the first time. They're all going to play together in Edmonds, Edwards, and who was the other one? Sewell. Sewell will be playing, and then you got Hippolyte that should be backing everybody up. But again, I expect Dexter, Jarrett, and Sweat to put pressure on the quarterback so that way he can make mistakes and let our linebackers make plays, our secondary make plays. Right. And that's how we continue to get those takeaways. So again, that's going to be key on defense, stopping that run and then not allowing to hit for Huntley to throw over the defense. So
right. I think it's going to, having Grady Jarrett's back is huge. So I want to see more action from those interior linemen, from the Dexters, from the Grady Jarrett's, from the young rookie that we got that I can't fucking remember his name for every single time. Turner. I want to see more from them.
Shamar Turner.
I want to see more from them. They had they've been having a nice few games here, but I want to see more.
Yeah. So on the offensive side, Caleb, we're looking at Caleb being able to not only just be a game manager, but I need him making plays. There was a lot of plays I left on the table last week, especially when he was out of the pocket. He played a little bit too much hero ball when there was 10, 5 yards in front of him that he could have gained, and it ended up costing the Bears being able to, turn over the downs rather than kicking field goals.
Right.
And at the end of the day, field goals, if you continue to just get field goals, that's not going to be a winning formula. You've got to get 7 because these are off takeaways. So off takeaways, you've got to score 7 and put your foot on their neck. Especially, we talked about it off air.
And that's the Saints team. That was the Saints team.
That's the Saints team that we should have 40-pieced them.
Right, and they ended up, like we said, scoring late in drives, late in halves, and they lingered around. What do you think better teams are going to do if you're scoring 3 and they're scoring 7 consistently? It's just not what you want as an offense. So if you're going to go ahead and get into the red zone, I would just say it should be 4 downs each time. 4 downs each time, and let them go 95. If they could go 95, let them try to go
on 95. Our defense. I don't think they can go 95 on our defense the way that we're playing. Continuing with the offense, who's going to have a good game at the receiving? Can we have a DJ Moore game for once?
I just want there to be consistency with the receivers.
I don't want 2 passes each receiver. I want somebody to be able to dominate. Bless you. I want somebody to be able to dominate. Rome's getting more pressure, but again, last year he was top 5 in receiving with contested reception. Now he's like in the 80s or something.
Rome needs to be more physical. Rome needs to be more physical when he's attacking the football. As far as DJ's, because I think DJ's doing just fine. He's
doing a lot of run blocking.
I think he's due for a big game, right? He'll have a big game here. It's just, again, week in and week out with the playmakers that we have, somebody could pop at any time, right? You're gonna have games where Luther doesn't get some touches, or DJ doesn't get some touches, or Rome or what have you. But again, I see this team, this wide receiving core as about to pop, right? Like they're close, just like the offense is close, just like it's like, there's just things that you need to fine tune with the offense to get them, to get it to where you want to be. And I feel like this receiving core, as young as it is, with and then you have a veteran like Zacchaeus, you have DJ as a vet. I feel like they're ready to pop. Like it's just a matter of continuing to beat that same drum with your Ben Johnson to your quarterback and your offensive line. It's got to be the same consistent drum beat, right? So for me, again, I'm not going to go ahead and be like, this is the game. It's got to be this game or it's got to be that game. I'm just going to go ahead and watch. And there will be a game where this team on offense hits on all cylinders. And we saw it in against Dallas, right? We saw a little bit against Dallas. Again, just a matter of time, man. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Ben Johnson's offense isn't going to be built in a couple weeks either.
No, it's not. But if you look at the progression, if you look at the numbers when Ben Johnson got to Detroit, they're very similar for Caleb and who's the quarterback over there now? And then Detroit.
Oh, Goff.
Yeah. Goff. Very similar numbers. We have more touchdowns than Goff did at this point. I'm looking for Loveland to get more involved in the offense. Stop jumping off sides.
Well, this would be a game for Loveland, right? This would be an
opportunity. Komet, right?
This would be an opportunity for him to show what he's got. You got, Roquan Smith will be out there. You got, you got some players on, defense, right? For the Ravens still. So I feel like with with Colston, this is their opportunity, man. You've been playing more violent. You've been playing more aggressive. You've been getting more opportunities. It's time for him to pop, right? It's time for him to go ahead and show us a little bit.
Definitely. Ivan, let's look at the comments really quick. I know there's a lot of people getting involved. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we are our Output Lounge in Berwyn, 3250 Grove Street. And we're here. We've got awesome exclusive merch to our outing here. We've got frosted glasses that have our logo and the Bears logo on the other side. We've got bottle openers, stainless steel bottle openers that fit in your wallet. We've got hats, we got t-shirts, we got TTNL shirts, we got this beautiful shirt here. And we're excited to be here because it's always a good time here, and they treat us like kings here. Look at that. So we didn't even ask for a beer, and they just came with us. So, hey, Miller Lite, we need a sponsorship.
Right.
Come on, Miller Lite. I love Miller Lite.
No really real questions. People upset about Booker and why if he's not out there today. It's like, what's the deal? We need help on the pass rush. You're a number 4 draft pick. You've been, again, another highly talked about player from Ryan Poles' perspective, right, when he came in. Mm-hmm. Hasn't been on the field much to go ahead and show us that potential. But
is he on the injury report?
I don't know. Is he there?
Hold on, let me see the injury report. Booker is out.
Yeah.
It looks like he has a knee issue. Roshan has a back issue now.
Refresh. Oh no, that's the Ravens game.
It's got both of them.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, again, it's frustrating. Kyler Gordon being out is frustrating. You need these guys on the field, man. And I know injuries suck and they happen, but this is a consistent thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is a consistent thing with some of these players, in particular Kyler Gordon. With his talent, he's a threat on defense. He makes our defense exceptionally better, I feel like. But if he's not on the field,
and he got hurt during practice, which is wild.
Yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating, especially when you need help on D. When your defense is ailing like this, you got just all these injuries out of nowhere. You can't control it, but just frustrating, man. You want to see these guys on the field.
Yeah, it's definitely filling up in here. Seeing the cool jerseys, some black and white jerseys, and in spirit of Halloween. Those are pretty awesome, man. The slick ones there. Yeah. What else you got in the comments? Anything else?
No, just like I said, just mad about you know what I mean, Booker not being out there.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Again,
next man up. Again, we've been seeing this next man up mentality that's actually been instituted by Ben Johnson and creating that culture of it doesn't matter who we have out there. We're going to run our scheme, our plays, and we're going to play tough, and we're going to play to the whistle blows. And you know what? We're going to play our game. We're not going to worry about everyone else's. Welcome to game day, everybody. Bears, Ravens. Let's go. Yes, definitely bear down, baby.
Yeah, again, if we'll go ahead and get into our picks and stuff in just a little bit. There needs to be like I said, the continuous drumbeat. What have we been doing that has made us successful over the last 4 games, right?
Running the ball. Running
the football, working off play action. Yeah, you're not asking Caleb to go ahead and
throw
win the Super
400
Bowl
yards, right?
And do it, right? You're trying to play this game management type of game, right? Control the clock, control the situation, control the field, and put yourselves in situations where you're not, constantly behind the 8 ball with yardage or with a field position, with points. Getting down to an ailing Ravens team, I feel would be a huge disappointment. But again, don't put yourselves in those situations. Control the clock, control the situation, the game. And I think the Bears will go ahead and win this one. Again, heavy run. I expect DeAndre Swift to be the same, get the same opportunities he's been getting. I expect Monangai to get some more opportunities. Again, it's heavy run, work off the run. That's your identity. That's how you get things going.
That's Ben Johnson's offense. It's based on the run. Yes,
you got to do it. If that's your identity, don't change from that.
No, don't change for that. And again, we're not going to expect 200 yards from the running game. I mean, it'd be great if we do get those, but I'm not expecting a 200 game, especially with Roquan coming back. And is this the first time we're playing Roquan since we traded him? It might be. Guys, correct me in the comments.
Did he play? Was it when Justin was still here? I think we.
Does that really count?
Was he?
Does that count?
Was he? Yeah. Or was he still on the team?
No. When Justin was here, he was already traded.
Right. Yeah. The last year with Justin,
he was already traded.
He was gone.
So that was.
I think when he came back to Soldier Field, we haven't played in Baltimore though.
No, we haven't played in Baltimore. They might have been here 2 years ago.
Yeah, KB's art says yes.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, guys. Definitely, again, just like we had our defensive coordinator have a revenge game as much as he tried to play it down. Guess who got the game ball last week? The defensive coordinator. Right. So expect Roquan to try to disrupt everything. He, as much as he would say, "Oh, I love Chicago. I love my time there." Let me tell you right now, he's got some bitterness when it comes to that GM who said, "We're not going to pay an off the ball linebacker a shitload of money."
Right. Look, whatever you got to do to get yourself motivated, that's fine with me. Roquan is like, he's a great player. He is right. You got to scheme for him, right? You got to be aware of him.
Yes.
But like, as far as anything outside, it's not my concern. Like the Bears shouldn't be. That shouldn't be any. Like this is another team.
No, I'm saying the Bears shouldn't be worried about. I'm just saying, like,
for Roquan, if that's what gets you going, hey man, I'm more power to you. But it needed to be done. Like, what were we going to do when your contract was up? Pay you? We weren't in any position to give you any type of money with what we had on the roster.
No, and our coaching staff, that was horrible.
Yeah, so it's like, and then again, they traded him to the Baltimore Ravens. It's not like they sent him to the Cardinals or like,
or Miami or
some
the
shit.
Jets.
Yeah, they sent him to a great
contender, right?
Contender consistently, defense, perennial.
Defense,
defense.
Yep.
They didn't do Roquan dirty, man.
No, they didn't do him
dirty.
But it would have been nice to have Roquan right now, especially that's what's excessive riches.
I'm happy with TJ Edwards.
I'm
good with TJ.
Yeah, TJ's doing good for us. So we're doing picks already.
Oh yeah, I got. Well, how much time we got? What's the
about 20 minutes? 20 to kick off.
Yeah, we could go ahead and jump into picks then.
Picks. So our three players. Again, I'm looking for Colston Loveland to have a better game. I need him to have 60 yards and a touchdown because I want him to take over that Cole Kmet role where he's going to be a threat in the red zone because he's so big, he's agile, he can catch. Let's have that kind of game for Loveland. Again, running the ball. So Swift has got to be able to not miss. We've seen a lot of him going into the wrong hole. And I don't mean that in the wrong way. He's wrong hole.
Yeah, he's
cutting to the wrong side.
Bad.
Yeah.
Decision making was bad.
Yeah, so let's have that again. I want 120 yards from him. I want Monangai to get 15 carries, and then on the receiving side, I need these guys not dropping the ball. I want to do a DJ Moore game where he explodes out, but if I can get each one of these receivers to get 5 passes and 60, 70, 80 yards each, that we're eating big chunks.
Jose's picking the whole team, is what it is.
I am.
Jose's picking the whole receiving.
I'm putting my chips all over the board.
Three players. No.
All right. Three players. Let's go running game, tight end, and let's go with Rome.
Okay. All right.
I'm going all offense. Go ahead.
Okay. No. Who's your to win?
To win, it's got to be the Bears.
Right.
I think the Bears win. Let's go with 24-12.
Okay, 24-12. I had 23-20 on Wednesday. I will stick with 23-20, especially with Tyler Huntley being in there. If it was Cooper Rush, I might have changed my mind. But with Tyler Huntley being in there, yeah, I could still see it being a closer game than we want. But again, if you could limit those mistakes, you have an opportunity, to beat this team, regardless of who's at quarterback. So I will stick with that for players.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Kyle Monangai. I would say give me 60 from Kyle.
Love that.
Off of, splits.
That,
I want an even amount of carries if you're going to go ahead and do a dual back type of backfield, but whatever, like 12 to 15 carries. As receiving wise, I want to see Luther. I want to see
Burden.
I want to see Luther Burden take advantage of a beat up secondary in the Baltimore Ravens. I want to see Luther have a game, right? We've talked about everybody else. Luther's a first round talent, and he has explosiveness. He has strength. He, yards after the catch. He's a strong dude, right? But he hasn't had these opportunities yet. And I feel like this is a game where he can get those opportunities to go ahead and make something for himself. So I want Luther Burden. Let me get Luther with let me get Luther with a 70.
Ooh, he breaks 70, out. He breaks
70.
out.
I don't think he gets a touchdown, but he gets 70. He'll hit a 70, maybe 5 receptions, 70
I would
yards.
Love that.
And then I'll go defensive side of the football.
I'm
gonna go with my guy Kevin Byard. I'm gonna go with Kevin Byard, man. The best player on defense by far, I feel like.
Yeah.
Great leader. He's got to get these guys ready too. Like he's got to be a captain out there and lead a secondary for us. Who's
be the quarterback of the defense, like Mike Brown used to be.
Put guys in position, help get your defense in the right position, and then go out and make plays like he's been doing. So those are my guys that I really would like to see pop today.
I guess we're gonna get some wings now.
Yeah, I want to get some wings.
Yeah, I want to get some wings. So again, we are at Output Lounge in Berwyn, 3250 Grove Street. You want to pop in for some micheladas? We got amazing wings. We got cold beer. It's a great atmosphere. It's starting to fill up. We'll be here for the halftime. And if you want to check on a Patreon,
check out the Patreon side on TTNL.
Right,
Phil and Shayne will be on there for the halftime breakdown, and of course after the game. You got BHL live on TTNL Network, and then we will be on TCFS on the TCFS side doing the breakdown as well. But go ahead and check out BHL and the patron side at halftime with Shayne and Phil.
All right, baby, bear down, and we'll see you at halftime.
Yep, bear down. Let's go.